Well, hello on this Thursday here. The sun is shining again, and some of us saw a lot of rain. Others, yet again, left wanting. This is the radar loop from yesterday, and you can see those showers come up from the southeast. We had a very narrow area of very heavy rain develop for parts of the west and north metro, and where that set up, boy, it was a lot of rain. And this has been the problem this summer. There has been some rain occasionally, just in too small of an area. So this is a radar estimate. You can see that bullseye here in the northwest suburbs, and then a more widespread heavier rain to the southeast. That's the kind of rain we really need to bust the drought in our area. But yeah, radar estimates here of 3 to 4 inches for some spots just outside of the 494, 694 loop here. So places like Corcoran, parts of northern Plymouth as well saw those up to 4-inch rainfall amounts. And unfortunately, the drought monitor looks pretty bleak here still from basically Minnesota all the way west. And this kind of tells the picture of the summer here, where we've been occasionally getting the heat and dry weather from the west, but the worst of it, the most extreme, of course, is in the southwest, but we're close enough to it to get those similar conditions. And so this is the latest Minnesota drought monitor, and it does not have a whole lot of good news for us. We still have quite a bit of drought. You can see in orange, in fact, severe drought has expanded. 98% of the state now in drought, that's up 5%, but the severe drought is up 12%, 52%, so over half of Minnesota right now in severe drought. And last week, the drought monitor didn't have extreme drought. Now we have 4% of the state under extreme drought, so up around the Bemidji area. We have quite a bit of extreme drought popping up. And this is the forecast rainfall for the next 7 days. Yeah, you can see Minnesota once again sits in a bullseye here of dry weather, and of course, the west as well. And this has just been indicative of the summer and spring pattern. We've seen very dry conditions, as I mentioned, from the west. This is the precipitation anomalies, so below normal, everything in red from the west all the way through Minnesota, but then wetter than normal in the south and southeast. And that's translated to cooler than normal temperatures in the southeast. They're not getting cold air, it's just that it's very cloudy and rainy, and that's keeping temperatures down here in the southern U.S., whereas the west, right through Minnesota, again, we're seeing that heat. You can see, again, the worst of the heat to the west, but we've occasionally been seeing sort of flames, if you will, of that heat moving through Minnesota, creating some of these heat waves, and a lot of smoke in the skies still. This is still Canadian wildfire smoke. Still some big fires around the Red Lake area in just western Ontario, north of Lake of the Woods. In the 8 to 14-day outlook, this is from the Climate Prediction Center, National Weather Service, 70% likelihood through Minnesota of warmer than normal temperatures, and they're going to be much warmer than normal temperatures, it looks like, next week. So things are quiet as far as the heat goes right now, but over the weekend, that heat dome regroups pretty quickly just to our west. So the hottest conditions to our west, we'll get in on near 90-degree temperatures by Sunday, Monday, and then prolonged stretch of very warm temperatures next week. And then potentially it moves a little closer to us later next week. That's when we're looking at the possibility of some more extreme temperatures. Still a couple models pushing us towards 100 plus degrees. 3/4 of the models bring 100 degrees into Minnesota. We'll see if it can get as far as the Twin Cities, but it's not out of the question late next week. And a 7-day stretch, it looks like, of 90-degree plus temperatures are possible next week. This is a blend of the models, so kind of an average of the models have 7 consecutive days of 90-degree plus temperatures. So will we have a heat wave that rivals that we had in early June? We'll have to see, but it is going to be very warm, and you can see no rain here in the forecast either. Decent weekend, slowly heating up. Could be close to 90 already Sunday, but it looks like we start that stretch of 90s on Monday.